Across Europe, a predator is quietly returning. It can travel over 50 kilometers in a single night, cross entire countries, and hunt in perfect coordination. This is not just a hunter. This is the gray wolf. The gray wolf is one of the most adaptable predators on Earth. Historically, wolves had the largest natural range of any land carnivore. Their territory once stretched across most of the northern hemisphere, from North America to Europe and across large parts of Asia. In Europe alone, wolves lived almost everywhere, from the forests of Spain and Portugal to Scandinavia and across the vast landscapes of Eastern Europe. But living alongside humans came at a cost. For centuries, wolves were seen as competitors. They primarily hunt deer, the same animals humans depend on, and occasionally they prey on livestock. In response, governments across Europe organized large extermination campaigns. Hunters were often paid bounties for every wolf killed. Over time, these campaigns had a dramatic effect. By the early 20th century, wolves had disappeared from most of Western Europe. In the United Kingdom, wolves vanished roughly 500 years ago. In countries like France and Germany, they were gone by the late 1800s. For a time, Europe's forests grew quieter, but wolves never disappeared completely. Small populations survived in remote regions such as the Carpathian Mountains, parts of the Balkans, Italy's Apennine Mountains, and the vast forests of Eastern Europe. And those surviving wolves had an advantage. They are extremely mobile. A wolf searching for food or territory can travel 50 to 70 kilometers in a single night. Over longer periods, their movements can be even more impressive. Young wolves eventually leave the pack they were born into. This process is called dispersal, and it's how wolves find new territories and form new packs. Some dispersing wolves have traveled more than 1,000 kilometers across Europe. That's roughly the distance from Berlin to Paris. One wolf born in Germany was later recorded in Belarus after crossing multiple international borders. Another traveled across several countries before settling in Denmark. What truly sets wolves apart from many predators is their social structure. Wolves live in packs, usually tight family groups. But their connection isn't just visual, it's vocal. A howl can travel several kilometers. It's used to locate pack members, warn rivals, and reinforce territory. A typical pack consists of a breeding pair and their offspring from different years. Most packs contain 5 to 8 wolves, though larger groups can form when prey is abundant. Living in a group provides several advantages. First, it allows wolves to defend their territory more effectively against rival packs. Second, it allows them to hunt animals that would be far too large for a single wolf to handle alone. And third, it allows cooperative behavior, including raising pups and sharing information about food sources. Living as a group also means defending territory, and sometimes that leads to conflict. When two packs meet, the outcome can be serious. These encounters are rare, but they can turn violent. Because losing a territory doesn't just mean retreat. It can mean losing access to food, or even the survival of the pack itself. The main prey of wolves in Europe includes large herbivores, such as red deer, roe deer, and wild boar. These animals are often much larger than a wolf. The average European wolf weighs around 35 to 45 kilograms, while an adult red deer can weigh over 200 kilograms. Because of that size difference, wolves rely heavily on strategy. When wolves encounter a herd of deer, they usually don't attack immediately. The pack watches how the herd reacts. They look for animals that appear vulnerable, individuals that are injured, young, old, or simply slower than the rest. Once a potential target is identified, the wolves begin applying pressure. Some wolves chase the prey directly. Others move into positions that can block escape routes. They push the prey animal to run long distances, gradually exhausting it. Wolves can reach speeds of around 60 kilometers per hour, but their real advantage is their stamina. Eventually, the prey slows down. That's when the pack closes in. Working together, wolves can bring down animals many times their own size. In some regions, wolf packs have been recorded killing elk, weighing over 400 kilograms. But the impact of wolves goes far beyond individual hunts. In many ecosystems, wolves play the role of top predator, which means their presence influences many other species. Large herbivores like deer can have major effects on vegetation. When their populations grow too large, they may overgraze forests and prevent young trees from growing. When wolves are present, this dynamic often changes. Prey animals become more cautious. They move more frequently and spend less time feeding in the same areas. Scientists call this phenomenon a trophic cascade. By influencing the behavior and population of herbivores, wolves indirectly affect vegetation, forest structure, and even other animal species. One of the clearest examples comes from Yellowstone National Park. After wolves were reintroduced in 1995, elk behavior began to change. They avoided certain areas, giving vegetation a chance to recover. Over time, forests regrew, and even river systems began to stabilize. In other words, wolves don't just shape prey populations, they help shape entire landscapes. Today, wolves are returning to parts of Europe where they had been absent for decades. It is now estimated that more than 17,000 wolves live across Europe, spread across over 20 countries. In recent decades, wolves have naturally recolonized areas of Germany, France, the Netherlands, Belgium, Denmark, and Switzerland. In a continent dominated by humans, wolves have learned one of the most effective survival strategies possible: stay out of sight. And it's that ability to adapt to new landscapes, new pressures, and new challenges that has allowed the gray wolf to reclaim parts of Europe it once lost. The wolf doesn't survive because it's the strongest. It survives because it works together. And in a changing world, that might be the most powerful strategy of all. But there's another species that takes coordination to a whole different level. Click the video on your screen and see how chimpanzees plan their hunts.